She accidentally stepped through a piece of piano sheet music. She just took a glance at it and casually threw it on the ground, but her son picked it up. Through the hole in the paper, he saw an invention that was capable of changing the world. The boy went back to his room, dug out the film roll of the movie he had just shot, and used tools to punch small holes on it. Just like that, he successfully created the effect of firelight in the movie. The audience even thought the actor had really fired a gun. The next day, the boy got another inspiration while shooting. He dug a hole in the ground, placed a plank across the middle, and then filled the hole with sand. In this way, when the actor ran across it, it could simulate the explosion of a landmine. Then he buried firecrackers underground. As long as he calculated the time properly, the effect of a machine gun sweeping the ground could be achieved. He also filled balloons with red ink and asked the actor to crush them instantly when getting shot. All of this was to make the movie more realistic. However, for a movie, being realistic alone is not enough. Sammy told the person playing the role of the officer that as the only survivor of this war, his ending was actually a kind of self-blame, because those fallen soldiers were not just cold numbers, but his family members whom he had spent day and night with. Even though he could console himself by saying that the Nazis had killed the soldiers, the order for this battle was given by himself. This kind of scene was caused by you, and you can no longer save them, because they are all dead. At this moment, he finally understood that being a survivor wasn't entirely a good thing. Soon, the last scene of the movie was ready to be shot. When the officer stepped into this battlefield again, a sense of desolation welled up. As he walked along, tears finally welled up and streamed down his face, and Sammy was so shocked that he averted his gaze. It was not until the actor reminded him, "How far do you plan to let him go?" "Stop!" The actors all stood up, but the officer was already deeply immersed in the role and walked into the smoke and dust. A few days later, Sammy's movie was screened at school. Those vivid and realistic scenes made everyone stare intently. But at this moment, they didn't know that the person who shot this movie would become the world's #1 director in the future, Steven Spielberg. And the technology he invented, which was called special effects, would also have an impact on the film history for hundreds of years to come. After the movie ended, Sammy's mother excitedly ran up to him, but he seemed extremely resistant. He silently walked around his mother and even ignored his uncle's hug, walking straight towards his father. The reason why he did this was that his dream of making movies originated from his father, but it was almost ruined by his mother and uncle.